Okay, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below, as usual. This video is entitled Consequence Equality. America in general. But this Me Too thing, I just chilled and I thought about it in reverse. I'm like, I think one thing that men have a problem with, and black men in particular have a problem with, is not it's the concept of success doesn't have equality and consequences don't have equality. I think I'm gonna do a video on success equality next. But this is what I mean. If a man has sex with an underage girl, he's going to jail for statutory rape. He's going to be a sex offender for the rest of his life. If a woman has sex with an underage boy, slap on the wrist. Consequence, equality. See, feminism asks for equality, but there's no equality in consequence. Let's just keep it real. If a man rapes a woman, his ass is going to jail, which he should. And I hope he get his ass raped in jail. That's how I feel about that, right? But if a woman falsely accuses a guy of rape and it destroys his life, slap on the wrist. Nothing ever gets fixed. He doesn't get his job back. He can't sue for restitution. You get what I'm saying? There's no consequence. So guys ask for consequence equality. The Brian Banks situation. You see what I'm saying? He can't get those 5 years back. He can't get that scholarship back. He can't get that NFL draft stuff back, even though he got a chance. But that's kind of a hard place to put a person in, right? Mentally, physically, all that other stuff. It's just, it happened. The consequence equality. If a man impregnates a woman, he's on the hook for that child. And what you sign the birth certificate, the DNA says you are the father, right? So, all of the responsibility of that child falls on your head, which it rightfully should. But if a woman, commits paternity fraud, and you wind up finding out you're not the father after you've done all these fatherly things and have been on the hook for the father and been treated the child as if you were their father, and society has put you in a position of handling the responsibilities financially and all that other stuff, and it's found out that you've been lied to, manipulated, and played, what did she get? Slap on the wrist. Consequence equality. Are you gonna get your child support money back? No, you're not at all. Are you gonna get anything? Is the court gonna award you anything? No, not at all, because there's no consequence for that. That's the problem. Very, very major problem. If a man and woman get married and they get divorced, if he cheats, she earned that. She's entitled to everything she gets, right? If he cheats and she catches him cheating, and she takes him to the cleaners, that's what he get, right? But if she cheats, she doesn't get X'd out of the financial benefits of marriage. So she gets not slap on the wrist. She can get away with murder. No fault divorce too, right? So there's no consequence equality. And people can say what they want, but that's what's going on. So you have this issue. And I'm gonna get into other things outside of men and women, but that becomes a problem. Major problem. Because when it comes to abuse, Under no circumstances should a man ever put his hands on a woman. A man can't say, I was mad, I was upset, I was hurt, I was scorned, I caught her talking to another man, so I rear naked choked her out, and she was, I'm tapping out, James, I'm tapping out. And you was like, no, like, you can't do that, right? But because you're going to go to jail. It's an abuse, that's a felony, blah, blah, blah. If a woman decides she wants to stab a guy in the chest and key a guy's car up, they had the videos where women try to run guys over with cars and slam in the cars. You bring the videos to court and they be like, oh, but she was mad. Slap on the wrist. Consequence equality. But you want equality. No, you don't. Because you don't want equality when it comes to consequence. It's even wrong when, if a woman is in a higher financial position than a man, and then he asks for, what do they call it? Manimony? Alimony for men. How dare he? Nah, that's wrong. How can he take a woman's money? That's equality, remember? The consequence of, wanting equality, right? No. That is, he should be exiled from manhood because he took her money. But she should be celebrated for taking his money? Consequence equality. For all the single mothers who take the kid up and move somewhere and the father can't find them, and they got to get a private investigator to hunt down people, to find people and go looking for his kid, right? Then they find the kid. I'm protecting my child from you. He's a man. But if a man winds up, she's a mother. She's protecting her child from its father. That's kidnapping, asshole. But slap on the wrist. Consequence equality. Because if a man ups and has the kid and ups and dips out to another city, another state, and have that woman looking up, calling private investigators and this person and that person and chasing down family members to show up at the front door like, you took my fucking kid, you asshole. Arrest that man for kidnapping. It's a consequence to that, right? Like I said, I was going to talk about other things. That's the same argument that people make when we talk about last hired, first fired. It's not that people are mad because they're the last hired and the first fired. It's because it's the consequence. This person just got here, zero tolerance. They don't even know what's going on. They haven't even been fully trained yet, but you got to get them in and get them out. But this person here been screwing up for years, and they keep screwing up in this. Well, this is your third time you costed the company $100 million, but we like you, buddy. Consequence equality. That's what guys are talking about with the drug laws. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. You're doing weed. It's the gateway drug. You're on that cocaine, go to jail. Oh, but you're white? No. Get him treatment. Consequence equality. Because white guy on drugs, slap on the wrist. Same thing, we were talking about consequence equality with these white guys that was raping people. Theodore Aloysius Wentworth III. We can't mess up his life by catching him red-handed raping this Guinevere bitch. Probation. Slap on the wrist. Consequence equality, right? I'm like, no, he needs to go to jail like everybody else. And for good fucking reason. He needs to go to jail for being on drugs and doing drugs and selling drugs like everybody else. He needs to get fired for costing the company money like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But now, you know, the same thing with these drug dealers. These guys out here dealing crack cocaine, making videos. These rappers. Oh, wait till you have these little pop stars singing they odes to heroin. These white kids got to go to jail. No, they can't go to jail, Jim. No. It's an opioid epidemic. It's not heroin. Yes, opium, heroin, same thing. You know, they out here dealing drugs. They killing the community. No, but we can't have them with the same consequences. Same thing when people were talking about with George Zimmerman. Consequence equality. It wasn't just he killed Trayvon. No, that was a culmination of he got a slap on the wrist for killing Trayvon. Just like he got a slap on the wrist for getting in a fight with a cop. Just like he got a slap on the wrist for, I guess, molesting his little family member. Just like he got a slap on the wrist for beating up his girlfriend's dad and beating her ass. Just like he got a slap on the wrist for beating the other girlfriend's ass. You know, just like he got a slap on the wrist for chasing a guy with a gun down and then, you know, getting a shootout with the same guy, but the guy went to jail, but George got a slap on the wrist. Consequence equality. And now he wants to feed Jay-Z the alligators, you know, old Ku Klux Klan slavery reference to how they used to do black babies. But, you know, he keeps getting slaps on the wrist, so we should let that slide too, right? But that's a problem. Because once you keep creating this consequence inequality, it's just like a police having a stakeout of somebody. You know what they're doing. And as human nature, if you're a habitual line stepper, until you actually face real consequences, you're going to keep stepping further and further and further. That's why they watch people on stakeouts. Oh, we're not going to get them on this first drug deal. No. We're going to be here. We're going to see him do this one. We're going to see him do the next one. We're going to see him do the next one. We're going to see him do the next one. We're going to take pictures. We're going to take video. We're going to have microphones. We're going to set all this up because this fool is comfortable with all of this stuff. So we're just staking him out. We've been staking him out for a month. Now arrest him. You know what? It was just that one time, dude. We got you from October to December doing the same illegal thing. It ain't just one time. So, case closed. This is who you are. You know what I'm saying? But this is my point. Like, we have to really take it in consideration that, you know, we have a consequence inequality because we don't have consequence equality. All right. Peace.